Hi friends, in this tutorial series we'll be implementing Kubernetes examples for our Spring Boot applications. So we'll be deploying some Spring Boot applications using Kubernetes. In previous tutorial we saw what is Kubernetes and also we took a look at its architecture. In this tutorial we'll be setting up the development environment needed for deploying the Spring Boot application to Kubernetes. So we'll be installing Ubuntu on the Windows operating system using WSL. For this I'll be taking reference of my website javanews.com. So go to DevOps, Kubernetes tutorials. The example that we'll be implementing today is Kubernetes tutorial installing Ubuntu on Windows using WSL. In a previous tutorial we saw what is Kubernetes and its architecture. So you can go to this tutorial here. We have given the YouTube video, you can go through this. Before we actually start implementing Kubernetes examples, we need to set up the development environment. And the first step for this is setting up Ubuntu. In this tutorial, we'll be configuring Ubuntu terminal on Windows using the Windows subsystem for Linux, that is WSL. If you want to use Docker on a Windows system, then Docker desktop for Windows is easily available. So here we have this Docker desktop for Windows. So it will just be an installation file which we'll need to install on Windows. Then why should we learn Kubernetes using Unix? So why do we need this Ubuntu setup if we already have Docker desktop for Windows? So previously also we had implemented Docker tutorials in the Unix environment. And we'll be doing same for the Kubernetes tutorials. The reason for using Unix setup for implementing Kubernetes examples is as follows. In a majority of organizations, the production environment deployments are done using Unix operating systems, and the reason for this is the stability, security, scalability and compatibility of Unix is better than Windows. So stability, the Unix operating systems, they are much more reliable and they rarely crash when compared to Windows operating system. Next is security. So Unix systems, they are much more secure and they have better security framework. They have been designed keeping security in mind from ground up. They have better access controls as compared to Windows. Next is scalability. So the Unix operating systems, they are much more scalable than Windows, and even if the workload increases, then the performance of the Unix is much better as compared to Windows. Next is compatibility. So since the Unix operating systems, they are being used in production environments since a long time, they have an ecosystem of software tools and programming languages that can be used. The other reason for using Ubuntu is that for commercial purposes, Docker for desktop, it needs a license. So if we go to this page here we can see that Docker for desktop, it has some license fees, whereas if we use Docker directly on an Unix installation, then it will be free under the Apache license 2.0. Within minutes, we can set up a full Ubuntu terminal environment on a Windows machine using the Windows subsystem for Linux, that is WSL. This convenient feature lets us seamlessly develop cross-platform application on Windows without the need to switch the operating systems. So for this tutorial series, we'll be making use of this Ubuntu terminal environment for implementing Kubernetes examples. So let us begin with the implementation process. For this tutorial, before I show how to install Ubuntu using WSL, I'll need to uninstall it since for this examples I had already installed it on my machine. So I'll also show how to uninstall it. So I'll just go here to add or remove programs in the control panel. Here I'll just search for Ubuntu and I'll uninstall this. So it has been uninstalled. Now I'll go to the PowerShell and I'll start it as an admin. Next we'll install Ubuntu using WSL. So copy this command, go to the PowerShell and paste it. So this will take some time. So during the installation process, I get this exception where it is saying that the system cannot find the file specified. So this is because the previous installation of Ubuntu, it has not been correctly uninstalled. So what I need to do is I need to run one more command, that is WSL unregister Ubuntu. So this will completely remove Ubuntu from the system. So now I'll again run the WSL install command and this time it will install properly. So Ubuntu, it has been installed correctly and now it is asking me to enter the username and also it will ask me a password later for the Ubuntu system. So the username, I'll just put it as Java News and the password I'll put it as Java News. So the installation is successful. So if now I go to the Windows search terminal and here we can see Ubuntu. So this is the Ubuntu terminal that we'll be using. The password was Java News. So Ubuntu, it has been successfully installed on the Windows operating system using WSL. We'll be using this setup for deploying Spring Boot applications to the Kubernetes cluster. In the next tutorial, we'll be setting up kubectl and minikube, which is nothing but a single node Kubernetes server. Thank you.